It is day 4 of the 31 days of Halloween, and it's Sack Saturday, which means I'm playing with products that I have purchased from Spectrum Art Creations. Hi, this is Kelly, and welcome to Kelly's Creative Dream Studios. And today, we're going to do one tag with Magical Mysteries. It is Academia by Craft a Clock, and I've got the 8x8 pads here, and we'll flip through them really quick. And I'll show you what I've been looking at. We have this one, and that's the back. It has the splashes of color. Then we have this one, again with the owl. And this all has kind of a Harry Potter Hermione theme. Because, you know, we've got flowers. And then we have the books and the scrolls and the quills, the floating candles. And then we have this one that looks like it could have come out of one of the classrooms. I love that owl head and the cloud. And then we've got, repeat that one. And then we have this one with the mouse on the crystal ball, the sorter hat, the broom, another mouse up here on a broom, or maybe it's one of the Quidditch riders things. And then more books and candles. We saw this one already, and we saw this one already because there was 2 of everything in this pack. And I pulled this one as a possibility, and I'll show you why in a minute. And there's another one of those, and another one of those. Now I could have brought in something with color, but color isn't what I had in mind. There's that one with the crystal ball and the sorting hat. And then there was this one, and I like this one for the background, but I think it's going to be one of these 2. This is the last day, by the way, that I have to worry about getting up at Ozarks 30 to upload a video, but I'm thinking about this one, and I'll show you why. I have pulled some things from My Mind's Eye. It is from their Something Wicked ephemera pack, and I have pulled Hocus Pocus. I have pulled Witches. This Mud After Inquiry into the nature of witchcraft, and then these witches sitting there having tea. So I thought I'd work with these, and we're going to do kind of a collage tag. So I want to go ahead, and I'm going to position this to where it sits, excuse me, in this corner. Let me grab a drink quick. I have been up since 4:30 this morning and on the go all day, and I've about had it. So I wanted to get this video done up. It's Friday night so that I can get it uploaded in the morning early. And what I've been doing since I have to get up at Ozarks 30, actually somewhere between 2 and 8 a.m., actually I have to do it between 2 and 5, if I want the video to upload on my Anytime Minutes, I have to do it. Get it started by 5, 6 o'clock if I want it to upload. Now, I'm kind of on a spot here but I want to position this to where the broom and the hat are really down here in this corner. And I'm going to slide this down. Try and move that as quick as I can. So then square it up against the edge of that paper. I think that's going to do it. Close enough. And then we're going to get our roller in here, and we're going to work that in. Now I've got to be gone 4 or 5 days next week, so my goal is to get a lot of these videos recorded and ready to go up, and then I can always do them from the hotel. But I have a writers conference next week, and this will be I think my 28th year of attending this writers conference in Eureka Springs, and it kind of holds my heart because I've made so many friends at that conference over the years. And Eureka Springs is where my first book series is set, that I'm still trying to finish. I did make progress on it last week on my writer's retreat. It's coming along nicely. Now I gotta come back in here and train this up. Train this one up. Okay. There we go. And then I'm going to come in here because I need to know before I do anything else up here, I need to know where my corners are at. So I'm going to come back in here. And I'll also put my circle in place for my ribbon tie. I'm really going to like this one, I think. I just wanted to play with something different, not just layering, but an actual collage. And if it has witches in it, you know, I'm going to play with it. So let me hang that back up so I don't lose it. Get out my black soot. Speaking of my Tim Holtz stuff, I got my kit today for the October class, where we're going to do I think it's a Halloween vignette, if I recall, yes, in one of his vignette boxes. And I'm really looking forward to that one too. Okay, now before I start positioning stuff, I want to go ahead and put my circle on. So let me dig over here in my box and find my 3/4 inch punch. And see if I've got room on this piece to get one more out of here. I do. Now I could alternate and do these in orange and black or add other colors, but I think the black really fits this one. Find my glue here. And to make it easier to punch the hole, I've only been putting the glue around the edge as close as I can. That way I'm not punching through the glue, okay? And we're going to slide that over just a bit. A little bit more. There we go. And I'm going to press that down and let it sit for a minute. So now I know where my hole has to go. Let's do this up. I tell you, after the year I've had, and I'm finally getting this studio in order, this weekend I am sorting out all of my Halloween and Christmas. I think I want that one to go there. But I really want to tuck that one in, and I should have cut that out first. Thinking where my cutter is at. I thought it was over here. I have the ceramic cutter that I got from Maddie at Spectrumartcreations, and I thought it was over here. That's my white pencil. That's not what I want. I thought my ceramic cutter was over here. Something else I managed to lose. Huh. Okay, no ceramic cutter, because what I would like to have done was trim that out and tuck the witches right into that hat. And they may be just a little bit too big for that. So maybe I'm just going to have to set them there. Hocus pocus. And you know, I have another one of these papers. Let me flip through it and find it really super fast. Because I also have this paper pad in 12 by 12. So I can cut the 8 by 8s up and not have too much of an issue with that. I just have to find that paper. Huh. Okay, I know I have 2 of these. And I can't see what the back of it's like because I cut it off and moved it already. So let's see. We need the one with the sorting hat and the broom. Not the one with crystal ball. But that would be really cool to layer that up, and then I could tuck the witches in behind it. There it is. Okay, so we've got this. I'll get my scissors in here, and of course, I just want to layer the hat, nothing else, for right now. So I'm just going to come in here and I'm going to cut the hat out. In the meantime, I went by Ollie's today. I've been seeing some more of the stuff coming out of Ollie's, and the only thing mine has done is put the big double stack racks in the center of the drive aisle, and they've moved all the paper boxes over to the drive aisle. But other than that, we have got nothing of the new stuff in that everybody's been finding. I'm really disappointed. Now, we have one opening up in Springfield later this month, and I'm hoping to get to go check that one out. Their grand opening, I think, is the 17th, but I think they're actually open before then. I will check when I come back through from the conference. Because since they're a brand new store, I'm hoping they're going to bring in a lot of that stuff. Now, I did leave the candles on this, but I'm trying to get just the hat for the most part. Because here's what I'm going to do. And I hope it'll work. Now, there's also a little bitty button right there, and I may come back in with a button. But let me go ahead and dust the edges of this to camouflage the white edges where I trimmed that all out, so they don't stand out. And then we'll put that in place with a dimensional. And then I think I can tuck the witches. Well, at least if nothing else, it will bring up some balance in this, so that with that picture up there in the top, this won't be quite so top heavy. If I bring this up, it'll add a little bit more height, which will be nice. But what I'm also looking at maybe doing is if I can tuck that picture underneath the corner and I can move it down and kind of go with what I was originally trying to do. So we're going to position that right there. And see if, whoops, we're not ready for that yet. Bring it back up. Bring it back up and see if I can, oops. Let's tone this down first. Okay, and then see if I can tuck it right into there, just like that. Make sure it's straight. That would be nice. Okay, then we've got that. Now I can come back in under here with a little bit of glue. And I'm just coming back in underneath. And smooshing that down, just like that. And then I don't think we're going to use this, because if I do, I've got to, but wait a minute, what if I do this? Let's break that off, dust this off, and then we can tuck this right under there. I like that. Let's put a little bit of glue on that. Now, I had no clue what I was doing when I came in here and started doing this a while ago. I didn't even have paper or anything to play with. And see how quick this comes together? And then because we've got this raised up, I'm going to put dimensionals on this one too. And bring it up. And with witchcraft there, I don't think I need to use witches. I think we're good. There are their pointy hats. We've got the newspaper article. I think we're good. And then we're just going to bring this up like this. I have not been able to decorate for Halloween this year, though I am building a Halloween village to go in my laundry room from dollhouses from Dollar Tree, and I've been having a lot of fun with that one. I'm about stuck Hocus Pocus upside down. And then let's do that. Now, where's that broom at? Where's that piece I cut off? Let's come back in here. We're at 14 minutes, so I'm going to have to set this to run early in the morning. But I think what I want to do is I think I want to raise that broom up too. So I'm going to come in here like this. Come in here and do the broom. Because I think it needs that dimension. I think it does. What do you think? I think putting this broom up there on dimensionals. And because of the hat, I may have to bring it up on double dimensionals. We'll see what happens here. But I have line dimensionals. They're just strips, and they'll be perfect for putting on the broom handle. Okay, so we've got that. Pitch those. Come back and dust this. When I get the Halloween Village done in the laundry room, I will show you. It started last year when I started unpacking my Christmas village, and I decided I really don't have room to set up the whole village. So I started positioning houses around the house in different places. And one of the things that I did was I raised up, I put just the North Pole Village type stuff up on top. I want one of these strips, and I think these are the ones I got from Tim Holtz. And I want one of the skinny minis. So I thought, you know, I really like that because I have birdhouses up there year round. So I thought what I would do is I would put up a Halloween Village up there this year. I don't have my scissors. I think they're out on the dining room table. That I would put my Halloween Village up there. I've had the doll houses from Dollar Tree for a couple of years wanting to make this village. I just didn't know where it was going to go when I was done with it, and now I do. Okay, and then I need to put a little piece up here on the handle. Now, yes, I have white, but you know what I can do? This is where it gets fun and creative. I can come in with a perma marker. If I can keep a hold of it, and I can color the sides of that, and it'll look like I used black dimensionals on there. Just like that. And then that white won't stand out quite so much. It's easier if you don't have trimmers to do this, but that's okay. We'll make it work. We'll play Tim Gunn. Make it work, people. I was so glad to see Project Runway come back. I missed Heidi Klum. She is so sweet. And I've heard she's that way in real life. I mean, that's just not a TV persona. That Heidi really is a sweet lady. At least that's, you know, the rumors that I hear. And while I decorate myself in perma marker, then we can come in here and take the paper off the sticky. Maybe. And this will let us put the broom up without having to try and fussy cut dimensionals down to fit. And we can lay that right in there. Oops. And weave it around to fit the broom. Just like that. Then we'll come back in and we'll cut our hole. And I have a really fun ribbon that I want to use, I think, if it'll work. And we will be done with this. Oh yeah, we were going to see. Oh, I did get a button on that one tag from yesterday. And I will have that for you tomorrow. When we do Spooky Sunday, I'll also do the flip through of the two pieces that I haven't finished yet. I just had, there it is. I want to bring in some of this green. So I'm going to spin back around and get my yarn scissors and clip that off. And then I want a piece of that. And I will worry about putting the rest of this away tomorrow. Tonight it's just going to hang out on the desk. And I'm not going to try and hook that through. I'm just going to tie it at the top. And come back in with this one. I've also had a couple of comments. It appears I'm inspiring people to play. And that is what I really want this channel to be. I want it to inspire you to get out your toys, go through the stuff you've been collecting for who knows how long, and just play. Play with your toys. And there we go. There is tag for day number 4 using products, except for that, from SpectrumartCreations. I will see you back here tomorrow for Spooky Sunday, and wait till you see what I've come up with. In the meantime, remember to like, to share, subscribe, and spooky creative blessings.